After the truce, I was doing runs down to Belfast at Nurse James Finn had joined the column in Cavan. He was wounded there, sentenced to death.
He was along with me after I was wounded.
Well,
Isn't it
he
Gare,
put
or-
me in touch to see where fellas down in Belfast, and I'd go down there and again in the hunt for arms.
Might have been the one you speak about there now. That
Yes.
officer, no.
Huh?
Fitzgerald, Fitzmaurice, no.
No.
Well, sorry.
So I was in touch with a fella named McKee, Jim McKee, and then I got in touch with two brothers, the name of Malone, and they were in touch with a soldier down at the Curragh. So I went down this time to Belfast and I'd got a few things gathered up, and when I come to contact with Malone.
He means during the British days.
No, this was during the truce
Oh,
at
truce.
this time.
But were the British still in occupation?
Oh, the
then?
British, they were still in
You
occupation.
see, that's what I mean. The British were still in the Curragh.
They were in touch with this fellow on the Curragh and had got word, whatever way they got it, and had something for them. So we took the train to Dublin, and from that to Newbridge, and hired a car and went out to the Curragh.
Yes.
We got 3 rifles and a whole assortment of ammunition and fittings for rifles and revolvers and a couple of revolvers. And we come back into Newbridge, and then it was too late to get any conveyance to Dublin. And we went to this hotel and booked rooms, and the 3 of us was in the one room.
Yes.
So here, in the middle of the night, this dumber had come to the door. And I had a revolver that I had with me down to Belfast.
Yes.
And I went to get it, and he had one of the Malones, he jumped up in the door. He wanted no fight. And I didn't know who they were. I thought they were the English army, but here wasn't the other boys.
Free State Army.
No, what was IRA at that time, there was no
Oh, I know
split
that.
at this time.
Of course,
And didn't they take the whole lot of us?
I had it back, sure.
And
On what
we were
grounds?
kept prisoners. As big we were on the ground that were big men.
But you're a wee man.
Yes. So didn't I see an opportunity of escaping, and it was a good big room that we're in. There was a table in it, and there was a fire, say here, and the table was here. And there was 2 windows with iron bars up them.
Well, was Sean Kavanagh the name?
I think it was.
He was governor of Kerry up to recently in prison there. Yeah.
So here, we are just locked in, and they'd only come in now and again to see us. There was no hope of us escaping. So I seen my chance, and I'd made up my mind that I was going to try it, and I had a heavy overcoat. So the night shift my mattress and blankets over onto the table this night.
Yeah.
And I had my bed there, and then I was bent on going the next night, he said.
Yes.
So there was white paper, and there was in the corner, there was old mattresses, you know, with hair hanging out of them and all. And didn't I make what I thought was the shape of a man
And put it in the bed.
and put it in the bed.
The
And
mattress.
there was white paper, and I put my hand up the chimney and put eyes and mouth and all on them.
On the white
And
paper?
Right, in the white paper. And immediately after I come in to see all was right, I went out over the iron bar and I tried. There was one of these fellows just about 9 stone, and I was say 12 to 13 stone. He was up to 6 foot tall. And now one was small, they say about anywhere between 8 and 9 stone. And I thought they would have come, but they wouldn't come. So I threw rolled up the overcoat first and got it out, and seen there was nothing to it. So it was a moon night the same night too. So I went out over these iron bars, and I hadn't very much, not more, not there, but had it.
About a foot,
And managed out over it anyway. That time I was brave and handy, and I made a rush to the shelter of a tree, and there was a whole lot of trees, you know, with a big, like what it was like a horse ranch.
I know,
And this was a big empty house, you know, what was a residential house. So
what are all the mattresses doing in it? Had it been a camp?
They
a lot of old
were
mattresses,
using it as a training camp.
I see.
So they come in the morning with a breakfast and set it on the table for the whole three of us, and come on ahead and want to know what was wrong with me, that I wasn't getting up. And that went on to after 12 o'clock. And then they thought we would see what was wrong with me. Found out that
there was no Charlie there.
I wasn't there. So I had formed my direction during the day, what direction I'd go, and I headed straight for the railway line and made my way and got to Dublin. And
that's when the signal man said to you, a long way from home.
No.
Oh, sorry, but that was
So got to Dublin, and here didn't I find out headquarters, and me didn't know anything about them, but I found out them anyway. And here, the first one I run again was Frank, and he wanted to know what it me there. So I told him my own and my business,
and what had happened to you?
This boy was in charge until there come along, and Frank had him into it.
Indeed.
But I had no right to go down there.
To take arms from another area.
To take it out of that area. My duty was to report to them and let them do it. So anyway, I was let go free, and the arms was sent on afterwards.
And what about the other two fellas? They were released too?
The other two fellas, they were released after.
These were Belfast men?
They were Belfast men.